about it. News Queensland, changing face of media as we know it. Extra, extra, read all about it. Queensland, the Sunshine State, land of drought and flooding rains, of towering buildings and towns that go boom. The most beautiful chunk of earth in the world, home to 4.5 million people with an unquenchable thirst for that wonderful thing we call news. And this is where they get it. The News Queensland Media Centre, a purpose-built $53 million media hub housing the largest group of media specialists in Queensland. 1,000 of Australia's best media specialists working across journalism, marketing, advertising, circulation and pre-press production. You hear that? That's the sound of news breaking. Change is made here. Truth is exposed here. It was on this floor in the 1980s that Phil Dickey wrote his stories on Queensland corruption that eventually led to the Fitzgerald inquiry and eventually further led to the downfall of an entire Queensland government. This is where Hedley Thomas broke the Jayant Patel scandal, spotlighting a defective Queensland health system that remains a quagmire to this day. And this is where, as I speak, News Queensland journalists are digging up the truth behind the flood of the century. But they're not just typing anymore. They're shooting video. They're feeding 24/7 digital sites. Love this guy. They're shooting their own stories on smartphones, finding endlessly creative ways to tell stories about crime and cricket and car crash governments.
If we covered the Fitzgerald inquiry today, we'd have studio interviews with Sir Joe.
I think that that's just so far down the track. But really and truly, I mean, I don't think that you want to get involved in something like that. I mean, first of all, Joe's got to have a seat.
We'd have a 360-degree panoramic photograph of Tony Fitzgerald's office. We'd have reporters in all parts of the state giving Twitter updates. Excuse me. This is a media powerhouse. This one building is home to 5 divisions of News Limited, with 50 publications stretching from the Cape all the way down to Byron Bay, 2 metropolitan newspapers, the National Broadsheets Queensland Bureau, websites, tablet editions, 3 magazines and production facilities for Sky News. From one floor, we produce a daily and a Sunday newspaper and 24 community publications, all fueled by one extraordinary ingredient: information. This is a workplace for the future. State-of-the-art video conferencing rooms, meeting rooms, training rooms, countless facilities, all 100% Queensland. This is a new media centre for a new world of media. We've brought the past into the present, and we're taking the present into the future, telling stories with this, with this, with this, but most of all, with this. Welcome to the News Queensland Media Centre. Be part of something bigger.